Hello guys, how's it going? My name is Dalaran. I am a little bit on the sick side, but the sick Dalaran is going to talk a bit about the new leveling that is coming out in patch 7.3.5. In this video, I want to go over what 7.3.5 is going to do in terms of the leveling changes in particular and show you examples. I have 3 different tunes at 3 intervals, all with heirloom gear, either a full set or a half set, and maybe with a weapon or two. But in this video, I want to showcase the 3 different tunes and my leveling experience, just a little bit of an example of what's it like on live versus PTR. When you take a look at the forums, there's actually a lot of people that are for the new leveling, but also plenty amount of people that are against it. And in this video, I just kind of want to showcase you exactly what the difference is between one and the other. A lot of people are telling me that current live leveling is fine. The amount of damage you do is appropriate, the questing itself is fast enough, and it needs to be fast because World of Warcraft isn't about leveling from level 1 to max. It's all about the end game. It's all about the dungeons, it's all about the PvP, it's all about the raids, it's all about class challenges, world quests, and you can't experience it while you are leveling. And most people will say that actually World of Warcraft leveling right now is fine. You can make it easy, and if you're a veteran player, why shouldn't the experience be easy? Most people will make the argument of, you're a veteran player, you've defeated Lich King, you defeated Illidan, you dismantled the Iron Horde if you play through Warlord General, which not a lot of people have, so maybe you're one of the few lucky ones. The world shouldn't need to be this dangerous place. Well, it should maybe at higher levels, but not at low level, because that's just the entry level stuff. And plus, if people really wanted a challenge, they could just do Iron Man challenge. If they really wanted a challenge, run around naked in the world, make it a lot more dangerous. Plus, the world is dangerous already. Just look at the footage. I mean, I almost died, and the mobs actually hit hard, so you actually have to be good at the game, which I'm not. But I'd be a liar because the current footage you just saw has been PTR. The leveling on live is a lot different. I decided to go level on live in PTR to show you how I hit the same mobs. Again, all characters have heirloom of some sort, and you can just see the difference. Some of the things we see here is level scaling for the mobs. They're scaling to your level. Mob health is a lot higher than it is on live server, so you actually get to play through a rotation, and these mobs always scale to your level, making them always a challenge of some sort. I was on live and these mobs were at my level, and they were just cannon fodder. I mean, Jesus, is this even a video game? I mean, you really have to ask. While in PTR, each one of these mobs actually do feel a little bit scary and a little bit dangerous. On live, I didn't have to pop any cooldowns to get on your tricks or on your procs ahead of time. Didn't have to come in with a strategy. I just ran in, dropped 1 AoE, and everything died super quickly. Which isn't all that fun, because I'm not actually able to play my class. I'm not able to play as a fire mage with my procs, unlike I can on the PTR servers. I actually can get through my rotation, even if I'm fighting one mob. It won't be supposed to be too much challenge, but I'm actually able to use my abilities in order to play my playstyle of instacast Pyroblast. That's one of the best parts about this, is the fact that you can actually play a class. Now let's take a look at another footage of just the difference of the quest line. The fact that I'm playing on my warrior, and he is a lower level, about level 35, 33-ish, 30 something, maybe even close to 40, I don't remember off the bat. But the warrior has full heirloom gear. On PTR, I actually get to go through my rotation. Yeah, the mobs are not too difficult, and it could be because I'm a warrior, so I wear plate gear, and could be the heirloom scaling at lower levels are a little bit stronger than when they scale at higher levels. It could be any factor of those things. You know, mage being full cloth getting killed through very quickly with my experience of mage, but at least the leveling, I mean, on live it just feels silly. I'd literally leap on a target, pop one ability, and it's dead. I mean, yeah, you get to feel like some kind of crazy hero, you know, with a huge mog and a lightsaber, just cleaving through these mobs like it's literally nothing. But I don't actually get to experience my rotation. I get to charge at an enemy, I use maybe one ability at most, and it's dead. And it just doesn't feel that fun. So I feel like Blizzard changing the way you play in terms of your quests. The fact that you actually get to play how you're supposed to play. You have to get at a target and press your 1 button, then 3, then 2, then 4, then 1, then 3, then 4, then 3, 2. You know, you actually get to play a rotation even slightly, even though our rotations are fairly straightforward these days. I feel like that will allow players to enjoy it better. And a lot of people would say that your questing experience is going to get slowed because you're not killing mobs as fast. Another big thing that they're doing is they want to kind of curb dungeon grinding. So if you're a healer or a tank, I'm pretty sure you've taken advantage of this in the past, where because you're a tank or a healer, you're very much desired in dungeon queues, especially random dungeon queues. Random dungeons give you a decent amount of gear, and the fact that you can queue it back to back with full heirlooms, and if you get a full group that also has full heirlooms, I mean, you blaze through the mobs so quick and the bosses die so fast, you can just queue a few of these and in an hour, maybe an hour and a half. You could go from level 15 to pretty much almost level 60. I mean, the amount of time it takes you to get from level 15 to 60 by questing alone currently in the game with your flight pass and having to run to places, you know, kill this mob, kill that mob, fetch and collect. Dungeons just kind of just allow you to complete quests inside of dungeons, as well as kill mobs that give you experience, kill ads that give you experience, as well as a random bonus for even more experience. I mean, you can just dungeon grind the whole time. And I've done that in the past, and it's more efficient than leveling, but Blizzard wants to curb it as well. So that's even going to be even more of a slowdown for quests. I'm not sure just how much XP they're gonna remove. I haven't actually got to test it out and compare, but I feel it's gonna get to the point where healers and tanks technically can still do dungeon grinds. It won't be as efficient as it was, but still could be pretty efficient because of insta queues. But for a damage class that literally sits in Orgrimmar until the next dungeon queue, it might be worth to actually go and quest while waiting for your dungeon queue to pop, so you don't have to the whole time just wait for literally 15 minutes, because you're flying all the way to a zone, picking up a few quests, going to kill a few mobs, fetch and collect a few things, coming back. That is literally not worth your time, and you can literally spend your time AFK, because once that dungeon queue pops, that's gonna make up for the time you would have had to actually go out and quest. You know what I mean? So I think it's kind of cool that we actually have these kind of systems coming into the game, and the leveling experience is actually being changed, which I think is being changed for the better. Yes, it's gonna slow it down, but it's actually gonna be a somewhat fun, somewhat dangerous experience. You actually have to think about how you approach mobs. Yes, we could have leveling as just a system where we could run around and just literally one-shot mobs, but who wants it? We don't want the leveling to be the most difficult, excruciating thing, but we don't want it to be the easiest thing in the world, where we don't have to put in the effort. We don't have to even think about how to approach situations. We want to. I think a lot of players want to. At least I want to. It won't be quite vanilla, but for the game to actually be even a little bit more dangerous than what it is now, I would have no problems with it. I haven't died while questing in so long, unless I run into a mob that's way higher level than me, or unless I'm just flying off away from the continent and I alt-tab, forget about that I'm flying, and now I'm stuck way out in the ocean and dead to fatigue and can never get back. Have to take the rest sickness, wait out the debuff, and then I get back to questing. This is the only times I've ever died. And while playing on PTR, I actually, while questing a lot of these mobs, through a lot of some of these characters that I have, it actually feels somewhat dangerous to a certain extent. Of course, it's different from class to class, but at least the world feels alive, the world feels engaging. And on top of it, you actually will get to learn how to play your class. With the slowdown and more health for mobs, you will actually play how your class is meant to be played. Because never ever ever have I played a class and actually learned how to play it on my rotation and my abilities and got to try new things when I was questing at lower levels. Only at about Legion area, or anywhere, you know, 10 levels under that, 5 levels under that, when I'm actually having to learn my rotation and use it properly, you know, back to back, trying to find the combos, trying to figure it out without having to look up a guide. So you have a world that's a little more alive, a world that's even a little bit more populated by people that are not just sitting in main capital cities, but actually out there questing. A world that is actually a little bit dangerous. A world where you actually get to play your class and use all of your abilities, or at least majority of them. A world where it doesn't feel just like a snore, it doesn't feel like a chore. And a world that is scaling to you, so you can stay in your favorite zones and avoid the ones you don't like, and continue getting just about the same amount of experience out of it. So it really, you're changing the experience of not how much experience you gain, but rather the experience of the player, which is why I'm for the leveling changes, even though it slows down the game. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Hopefully this video gave you at least a few clear differences between the new leveling and the old leveling, with footage and commentary alike. If you guys enjoyed this video, go ahead and give it a like. Likes allow my videos to reach a wider audience. If you want to help me out with that, that would be great. If you guys haven't hit subscribe button yet, please go ahead and do it. What are you doing? I put up 2 videos a day and stream regularly. It's great content and you'll watch it anyway. You might as well hit subscribe. And if you want to catch the streams, make sure to hit the notification bell next to the subscribe button in order to catch every single live stream and every single video. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching. Happy 2018, and I'll see all of you guys in another video.